What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jurisco coming at you guys with another video, boys. And today, fellas, we're going to be doing our Madden 22 the yard abilities tier list, fellas. Yes, we're going to be ranking every single ability in the yard so you guys know exactly what to use and what not to use. Hey, so let's go and hop into it. Now, if you guys have not already, make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe, fellas. Doing those three things will go a long way, and I would highly appreciate it, fellas. And also, make sure you turn on that bell notification so you guys don't miss anything Madden 22. Now, before we do hop into the tier list, I want to go and show you guys something that's gonna help you guys out a lot with abilities. Now, if you go over to the avatar class hub where you basically, choose what, class you want, how you want to build them up, and what abilities you want on them. If you press RB and look at the ability pool, they actually updated this. EA actually updated this to where you can actually see which class gets which. So you see right here for Acrobat, it says Hawk, Mojo, Infiltrator, and Goliath can get this ability. Armbar, only the Freak can get this ability. Now, I'm pretty sure that, this is not right, but it says Juggernaut on there too. But it's supposed to be Juggernaut and the Freak. That's what it's supposed to be. In the Avalanche, you see right here, it says Shadow, Double Agent, and Juggernaut. Back for Mismatch, it says the Shadow, Freak, and Juggernaut. So you can see out here now that it's gonna say like which ability which build gets which. Because before, it didn't say that. It would just be glitched and it would show like all the builds and stuff like that for one ability. But that's not the case now. They actually did fix this, and this is a huge dub on EA's part. I'm not gonna lie, because this helps out a lot. It helps out a lot because people, let's say if someone wants to get closer or something like that, they know exactly what build they have to upgrade and what builds can get it. So I love how they update this. But nonetheless, I made a video just like, well, not just like this one, but I made a ability video basically going over what was the best builds in the game and stuff like that. I made a video like that a couple months ago, but I want to go in and, talk to you guys again today about, what's currently the best and stuff like that. And, also, boys, just know I've used almost every ability in the game. I've used dang near, like, almost every ability. So, if you guys are wondering, yes, I've used almost every single one in the game. Alright, guys, now on your screen right here, you will see we do have the Madden 22 yard abilities tier list right here, fellas. Shout out to my guy Clam Guy, he did make this. So basically, like I said, this is gonna be the tier list, fellas, and this is what we're gonna go off of. Now, I did kind of change up the tiers and stuff like that. So what we have is we have S tier. S tier means it's the best in the game, top 5, top 10 abilities in the game. Then we have A, that means like right there, like right on the edge of being good, or let's say if it gets like a little bit more buffed, it's gonna be S tier. Then we got B, which means they're just decent, they're good. Well, I'll say good abilities, they're good. All right, and then we got C, which means they're just decent. They're flat out decent, nothing that you probably want to be using at all. B or C is kind of like in that same area. You really don't want to be using them at all, but they're usable, right? They're usable they're usable abilities. Then we have definition of trash. So this means, bro, do not use them at all. They're absolutely garbage. You don't need to touch them. Just don't even touch them. Don't worry about them. I don't care if your man said, oh, yo, this is good. No, it's absolute trash. Don't even touch it. You feel me? Don't even touch it. Then we have don't work, which basically means it doesn't activate at all. It just doesn't activate. There's really no point for it. It just shouldn't be in the yard at all. Now, let me know down below which abilities have y'all been using the most. Which ones have y'all had the most success with? Let me know down in the comments below. Cause like I said, we made a video like this before, and like a lot of stuff has kind of changed since that video. And I've made a bunch of like build review videos where I talk about builds and stuff like that. But like I said, I wanted to kind of consolidate all of my thoughts and everything about abilities in this one video. And this could easily change too. If EA drops an update where they fix one of the abilities in this tier right here, or they change something. So now it's gonna hop into the tier list, fellas. So the first ability that we do have on the list is gonna be Acrobat, fellas. Yes, Acrobat is the first ability, and we all know how we feel about Acrobat, right? We all know how we feel about it. So Acrobat has to be an S tier ability. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, fellas. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. It's not my favorite ability in the game right now. Last year I was a crazy Acrobat guy. I had on, every single game no matter what. But this year it just seems like it doesn't activate as much as it did last year. But nonetheless, it still does activate, and it's still one of the best abilities. For a defense, 100%. It's probably top 3 ability for a defensive build like a Mojo or anything like that. You put in this Acrobat, and you're gonna get a lot of good animation, especially on picks and stuff like that. So nonetheless, Acrobat, it goes in S tier. It by far goes in S tier because, like I said, it's top 3 ability for defense in the game. Now for the next ability on the list, we do have Armbar, first. So Armbar, I'm not gonna lie, Armbar is really not that good. It's really for like stiff arms and stuff like that. But I mean, for the most part, it does activate. I'm not gonna lie, it does activate. So because it does activate, I'll put it in B, right? I'll put it in B because when it does activate, it's pretty good. If someone doesn't have a secure tackler, something like that to where they secure tackles all the time, Armbar is pretty solid, right? It's pretty solid, but it's not something that I would go out there and use. It's not A or S. It's B tier, right? It's a B tier ability. Now, next we have backfill mismatch. Now this, go ahead and put this in C. Now it's really not good at all. You really won't need to use this, but if you do line up in the backfield a lot, you know, it'll work out for you. It'll work out for you. But how the yard is played, you really don't line up in the backfield, you know, catch passes out the backfield like that. Usually on the outside or in the slide or something like that, and that's how you catch passes. So backfield mismatch is not absolute trash. It's not the definition of trash, but you know, you're not gonna use it. You're not gonna use this. Now backlash, fellas. Backlash we do have. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in C2, only because like, it's really not like, basically what backlash is, if someone does hit sticky, they're gonna lose fatigue. But the thing about that is, the following play, they're gonna gain all that fatigue. I mean, they're gonna gain all that, you know, stuff back. They're not gonna be fatigued the next play. So that's why backlash isn't that good. But it's not trash. I'm not gonna say it's trash, but it is in a C tier. Because like I said, the players who hit sticky, they're gonna gain all their stuff back the following play. So they're not gonna be tired at all the following play. So that's why it's really not that good. All right, boys. So the next ability we do have is bulldozer, fellas. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in B, the same tier as the armbar, because like I said, it's kind of in that same area where, you know, if it activates, it's going to do pretty well. And also trucking the yard is actually pretty good. So like I said, it's actually in the same area. I'm gonna keep it in the same area because I feel like they're the same level. Now we have closer. This one's absolutely trash. We're gonna put that in trash, right? Nobody's gonna use this. It's absolutely trash. It's just, there's no point in this because it's just trash, you know. And then next we have I think this is clutch, I want to say. Now clutch, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in don't work. I'm gonna just say it doesn't work because basically what closer is, whenever you're in the fourth quarter or late game, basically you get your X factor better. If I'm not mistaken, this is what it is. So that basically doesn't work because there's no fourth quarter in the yard. So that's why this one is pretty trash. And now fellas, now we have deep in, fellas. So deep in, hey, we're gonna, hey, you know where we gotta put deep in at, right? We're gonna put it in A. We're gonna put deep in at A. It should be S, right? I want to put it in S, but the reason why I'm not going to is because there's an ability that is better than deep in. There's an ability that is better, so that's why I'm not going to put it in S. But, you know, a lot of moonshots, all you guys, you know, who, you know, just run down the field and just moss people for no reason, you know, it's definitely, you know, pretty good. But like I said, there is an ability that is better than it, so I'm not going to put it in S. Now, we have Dashing Deadeye, right? Dashing Deadeye, we're going to put that in A. I'm not going to put it in S because there's an ability better, but Dashing Deadeye is an A. It's an A tier ability because, you know, you're gonna be able to throw just any pass on the field. You're gonna be able to throw really good passes. There, like I said, there's an ability that is better. Now we have Deep Out, fellas. Deep Out. Hey, we all know about Deep Out. We all know what Deep Out brings to the table. But like I said, there is an ability that is better than Deep Out. So that's what we're gonna that's what we're gonna put in the S instead of Deep In and Deep Out. Now, if we didn't have that other ability, then you know Deep In and Deep Out there'd be an S, of course, obviously, because you know you just moss people all day. But like I said, there's an ability better, so we're gonna talk about it. Now we have Deep Knockout KO, Deep Knockout KO, and the reason why we're putting it is don't work is because it doesn't work. This ability literally, it doesn't light up at all. It doesn't activate in game. It doesn't actually show up when you get into a game because for some reason EA doesn't know what they're doing in the office. So until they do fix it, until they do patch this ability, which they need to do 100%, they need to get on this. We're gonna put it in don't work because like I said, simply does not work. Now we have Energizer, fellas. Energizer, I'll go ahead and put it in B tier, right? I'll go ahead and put it in B tier. Basically what it is, if you do a juke and you do it successfully, you get all, you know, you're not gonna be fatigued anymore. You're gonna get all your energy back basically, and you're gonna be good to go, you know, for, you know, to keep running and stuff like that. So that's what Energizer is. Pretty good ability. Now we also have Escape Artist, fellas. Escape Artist, we all know it, bro. We all know where Escape Artist goes. Escape Artist is probably the best quarterback ability by far, hands down. It's absolutely insane. Escape Artist, S tier by far. Now also, boys, if you guys want to know like a easy way like to level up your players, I have a link to it somewhere on the screen, but I do have an updated video on like the best way to level up players, so you know you can get these abilities really fast. Also, so next we have Fast Break, fellas. Fast Break literally does not work. It's literally, there's no point of it being in the yard. It's absolutely just, it's no point. It does not work because there's no QB designed run, so there's no point for that. Now we have Grab and Go, fellas. Grab and Go, I'll put it in C, right? I'm going to put Grab and Go in C, and the only reason why I say that is because there's an ability 10 times better than it. So Grab and Go, there's really no point for it, right? There's no point for it because there's an ability that is way better, basically. So that's why I'm going to put it in C. But it does work nonetheless. It's a workable ability, but like I said, it's just no point. Now we have Gunslinger, fellas. Gunslinger. Y'all know how we feel about Gunslinger, right? We know how we feel about Gunslinger. Gunslinger is the second best, I would say the second best QB ability in the game by far. It basically just allows you to throw the ball really fast, especially in the yard where, you know, you get bad, like, you know, throw animations where, you know, punch the ball, you know, you kick the ball and stuff like that. Gunslinger is definitely something that you want to use 100% because, like I said, it'll make a huge difference. You might not notice it every single game on every single throw, but it does change the game. If you're a good thrower, it'll, you know, basically allow you to fit passes in a lot better. Now we have Gutsy Scrambler, boys. Gutsy Scrambler, I go ahead and put this in. I go ahead and put this in A tier only because it helps with throwing on the run. Basically, you know, you're not gonna get a under pressure. Basically, you're not gonna get an under pressure outside the pocket. Now, do I use it like that? Not really, you know, you feel me? I don't really use it like that, but nonetheless, it's a really, really good ability. And if you are to use it, it's gonna work out pretty well still. Now we have Honorary Linemen. Honorary Linemen, I'm going to put that in C. Pretty trash for the most part, but it's not the definition of trash, because you know it's still workable, it's still a usable ability. Basically, it just lets you just, you know, pancake. Actually, you know what, we can put it in trash. You know what, we put it in trash because the reason for it is you're supposed to be able to, like, you know, pancake receivers and stuff, like, I mean, pancake DBs and stuff. But regardless, you're gonna knock a dude's head off no matter what. So you really don't need this ability at all. If you put it on, you're just absolutely a bot for the most part. So next we have Hot Rod Master. Hot Rod Master, we're going to put this in. I'll go ahead and put Hot Rod Master in A, I guess. I really don't want to. I really don't. I'll put it in B. The only reason why I'm putting it in B is only because you don't really need it. Your users on the field, the other two users, you know, it's the quarterback, the other two guys, they're going to be doing their own type of routes. So you really don't need to, like, hot route them to do something crazy or nothing like that. So I feel like Hot Rod Master is really not that usable. I mean, it's really not that useful. I mean, maybe if you're doing 1v1s. Now, if you're doing 1v1s, it's an A. But if you're, you know, if you're doing 2v2, 3v3, somewhere, you know, you don't need to draw up some crazy play, I would say it's in B, right? Because I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's that good because you're not going to be throwing to your CPUs a lot unless you're in 1v1. So I don't think it's really that good. And there's also a bunch of, like, different type of routes and stuff like that in the yard. There's a bunch of different routes. So Hot Rod Master, it goes in B. Alright, boys, now we only got a little bit more to go. So now we got Human Joystick. We all know about Human Joystick, the best ability in the game right now by far. Really not even close. It literally gives you, like, the craziest movement. Now this is on current gen. On current gen, it's the best ability in the game. But on next gen, it doesn't do anything for you. So if you're on next gen, if you're playing y'all on next gen, don't mind Human Joystick at all. Don't even pay no mind. Don't pay any attention to it because it doesn't work on there. It doesn't give you any more movement than it would. But on current gen, it's the best ability in the game, and you need to be using it if you're on current gen. So that's why I have Human Joystick and in the S tier, of course. Now we have Lumberjack, fellas. Lumberjack, hey, Lumberjack. I'm gonna go ahead and put Lumberjack where it should be. Definition of trash. Now, does it activate? Yes, it does. It does activate, but nonetheless, it's still trash because you have to do, like, the little down cut stick, and that's really not good in the yard because someone could easily juke you or anything like that for doing that down hit stick. So I don't think it's good at all, and I don't think it'd be something that, you know, you should want to use at all because it's just garbage for the most part. Now we have Lurker, boys. Lurker, I'm going to put that in C only because Lurker, it's really not good because you're gonna get those Lurker animations because you're in the yard. Your players don't register as a linebacker really, so you're not gonna get, like, less animations than you would. So that's why I say Lurker is in C tier because, you know, it's really not useful. But I mean, it's not powerful or anything. It's not, you know, B or A, nothing like that. But you know, if you was to put it on, you're probably gonna get a little bit better animations, maybe. But nonetheless, I'll put it in C tier. Now we got Matchup Nightmare. Matchup Nightmare, I'm going to put that in C2. It does activate a couple times, but it's really not something where it's overpowered, so I would put that in C. Because like I said, your players don't match, they don't register as linebackers. Everybody like kind of on defense, they just register as a DB, so you know that's where you get good animation. You'll see Nick Bosa as your CPU, he's going to get good Lurker animations because like I said, everybody's just they're registered as a DB basically. Next we have mid, I think this is mid knockout KO. So I think I want to put this in. We could put this in B, right? We could put this in B because, like I said, this is also pretty good. The only thing about this is it's only on medium routes. You have to be in man. It's only on medium routes, so I'll put this in B, right? Not gonna put it in A or S, but I'll put it in B. And then we have these Route Apprentice abilities. Now these Route Apprentice abilities, these are all trash, right? All trash. We can all put these all in trash. The Route Apprentice, Slide Apprentice, all that type of stuff. Trash. You do not want to have those on at all because you're the person using your guy. You're going to be the one doing the routes. You don't need to, you know, have a quarterback put you on a certain route or anything. You're going to be the one, you know, drawing up the routes and everything. So you don't really need these at all, like at all. Now let's keep on going. We got Pick Artist. Now Pick Artist, fellas, with the recent update, with the last update to the game, Pick Artist is now an S tier ability. Yes, it is now an S tier because it's also one of the best defensive abilities in the game by far. It's up there with Acrobat now, and the reason why we say it is because whenever you get your hand on the ball, you're not gonna drop that pick. If you're on defense, you know, you're at, you know, safety corner, whatever, and you go up for an interception and you get your hands on it, you will never drop it at all. And you also get pretty good animations too, and you also get, you know, I think it's replenish fatigue on it, so you don't basically you're not lack of the fatigue when you catch an interception, basically. So this is why pick artists isn't the S tier now. When they put the pick artists in S tier now, before the update, it wasn't like that. It was an A tier, right? But now it is now an S tier because, like I said, it got better with the update. Now we have Pocket Deadeye. Pocket Deadeye is really not that good, but I'll put it in A tier, right? I'll go ahead and put it in A tier because, you know, it's a pretty good quarterback ability. So I'll put it in A tier. And now we got QB Playmaker. Now, QB Playmaker, I don't really like this ability at all, but I'll put it in B, right? I'll put it in B only because, you know, it can be useful, especially in 1v1s. It can be really, really useful for a lot of people. So I'll go ahead and put it in B, just like, you know, with Hava Master, in that same kind of boat. We have another apprentice that we're gonna go ahead and put it in the garbage. And now, boys, we have Roaming Deadeye, boys. Now, Roaming Deadeye, y'all know how I feel about it. It is a S tier ability, and the reason why I say this is because it is better than Dashing Deadeye. Dashing Deadeye, you can only throw up to 40 yards down the field on the run, but with Roaming Deadeye, you can do it no matter. It's not a limit on it. You're not gonna get capped off. You're not gonna, you know, get an underthrow because of it. You're gonna be able to throw as far as you want with this Roaming Deadeye. So that's why I would say this Roaming Deadeye is an S tier. S tier ability by far. Now we have short in and short out, and boys, these are the abilities that I'm gonna tell you guys are way better than deep out. So I'm going to put both of them up here, and these are S tier wide receiver abilities. So basically what these do is, it's basically deep in but on crack, right? So basically, you know, short end is like 5. It's like line of scrimmage to I think like 5 to 10 or something like that, and then, you know, you have mid end and then deep end. Basically what short end and short out do, they're glitched. These are glitched abilities where basically no matter where you are on the field, they're going to light up. So let's say short end, if you do any route from, you know, line of scrimmage all the way to, you know, 40 yards down the field, it doesn't matter. You're gonna light up. You're gonna get a route. You're gonna get basically you're basically gonna get a boost on like route running, and you're gonna get a boost on catching. Basically, that's gonna happen on short end. And then short out, if you're outside the numbers and you do any, you know, catch or route or anything like that on the outside from line of scrimmage all the way to 40 yards down the field, doesn't matter, you're gonna get a boost to catching and route running. So this is why I said they were better than deep in and deep out. Because if you notice in my videos, I don't really drop the ball, right? I never really drop the ball. I'm always hanging onto the ball crazy, and that's because I have short in and short out on my, you know, my moonshine stuff. So that's why these are the best, you know, wide receiver abilities in the game right now. A lot of people have been using deep in and deep out, but that's only because you get that first and moonshot. But I think deep in, I think short in and short out are by far the move because, like I said, they light up everywhere on the field. And now we have short route KO. I'll go ahead and put it in B2, same with mid knockout. I'll go ahead and put it in the same little tier. Then we have Slide-O-Matic. Slide-O-Matic, I'll go ahead and put that as a C tier because you really don't need to use this really, because I don't think this is worth it. I don't think Slide-O-Matic is really that ability where you would want to use it over, you know, some like short in, short out, and other stuff like that. So I'll put it in C because, like I said, it's just really not that good. Then we have Spin Cycle. Spin Cycle, I'll go put it as an A tier ability, and that's because the spinning in the yard is absolutely insane. The spin in the yard it's insane, bro. You need to be doing it. So Spin Cycle, if you have like a running back ability, anything, I mean a running back build, anything like that, Spin Cycle is definitely the move to go to. Now we have, I think this is Strip Specialist. Yeah, this one is trash. Strip Specialist is absolute trash. You do not want to use this at all. Like absolute garbage. Never put this on. Now we have Supreme Tackler. I think it's Supreme Tackler, and this one I'm going to put it as a B. I'll go ahead and put, actually no, I'll put it as an A tier. I'll put it as an A tier ability because if you do have a mojo, if you're using Freak, Hawk, anything like that, and you use the Supreme Tackle, it's actually really, really good because you're going to secure all your tackles and you'll never get faked out. A lot of times you get faked out in the yard because, you know, people juking and you're doing all these spins and stuff like that. So this Supreme Tackle is going to help out a lot with that. It's going to help out a lot. And then we have Tank. We're going to put Tank as a B. Actually, you know what? I'll put Tank as an A tier. And then we have Pick Artist. Tip Drill. I'll put this as C, as trash, because you catch your interceptions usually when the ball is tipped up in the air. So I'll put it as definition of trash. And then Under Pressure, I'll put that as trash too. So this is the tier list, fellas. This is the tier list. This is how I feel about all the abilities in the game, fellas. I think it's a W list. I think this is a W list because, like I said, I've used almost every single one in the game. And yeah, this is how I feel about them. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about down below, W or L. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos just like this one. And until next time, peace.